and welcome back to DJ Suketu Unplugged. Last episode we looked at how to get the sidechain effect using Logic Pro X. Just in case you missed that episode, click here and you can check it out. Well, for all those friends of mine who are using Ableton Live, then let me show you how you can do the sidechain effect using Ableton Live 9 Suite. Well, let's dive right into it. I got a project open. I'm going to be using the same track, the same pads and the same kick which I used in last week's episode to show you, so you can compare that everything works perfectly. Well, first and foremost, let's listen to the mix track again. That is the track. Like I said before in last week's episode as well, that what I want to do is the pad that I have, which sounds just like this, I want this pad to get the sidechain effect. What is the sidechain effect? Every time the kick comes, I want the pad to just duck and then get back into the space between the two kicks. So it gives a feel of, again, I'll just give you a small sound effect. Pap, 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 pap. Well, that effect is called sidechain. So the pad which is going to be sounding exactly straight, I'm going to sidechain using this particular kick. One more thing which I mentioned in last week's episode while we were doing sidechain in Logic Pro X is, remember that whenever you're doing a sidechain, you need to give the sidechain, the compressor, a particular sound so it can get its signal from there and then just activate the sidechain function. You cannot do that with a MIDI. You have to either use a bus output or you need to use an audio. So a kick is an audio kick, not a MIDI kick. Let's get into doing sidechain on the pad. What we do is open up the left side column of Ableton Live, go into audio effects. In audio effects, you first select the track with your pads, double click and open up the compressor, and this is what opens up. Basically, if you listen to the sound, even right now, it's got no effect on it at all. Sounds the same. That's because we haven't done anything on the compressor yet. We need to tell the compressor that please use this particular kick audio signal to create the sidechain effect. So what we are going to do is go down to the drop down menu on the left hand side over here. There you go. You see something called sidechain. We put it on, and where there's no input, we go down to the drop down and use the smooth kick. Every time the kick hits, the compressor will duck the sound of the pad and get it back up again. Let's listen to it. Well, you must be thinking, no effect yet. Well, we need to now just start tuning the knobs a little bit. What you do is first put the ratio up a little bit. Like I said, you can go up to about 5, so it gives you that really hard sidechain effect. And reduce the attack, reduce the release, and the most important thing, the threshold. As we keep bringing it down, you can actually start feeling the effect of the sidechain just like this. Of course, I've gone down to minus 31 dB and it's giving a very, very hard sidechain. But if I was making this track, I'd probably keep it somewhere at about 20, 21. So it'll give a sidechain effect and not really lose the feel of the original pad. That's right, giving a nice feel. Now, if you listen to this with the kick, if you notice, every time the kick hits, the pad sound gets ducked, and in between two kicks it comes back up again to make its presence felt. Well, that's sidechaining in Ableton Live. Simple, nice and easy. One more thing I want to mention here again is that all these settings are something that I would use, and I'm using extreme settings to show you guys what the effect sounds like. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to actually keep the settings this way. Just trust your ears, see what sort of an effect you're looking at, and just make your settings exactly the way you want. Well, when we come back again on DJ Suketu Unplugged, we got lots more episodes like these. So do subscribe, do hit the like button, and do comment on what you want to learn. Thanks so much for watching.